Welcome to the Department of Microbiology. It's a place where we study microbes, which are organisms that you can only see as individuals looking through a microscope.
The Department of Microbiology at the University of Manitoba is the lone standing microbiology department in Canada.
We're the only place where we're 100% focused on microbiology, and we can offer a very unique experience.
Our department is not too big, but not too small either. Our size ensures a diverse learning environment for our students with a personable experience through interactions with faculty, graduate students, and staff.
And truly, there's something for everyone in microbiology because there's so many different aspects of microbiology.
So our first year courses I think are really cool because you just get introduced to the world of microbes and how they share their DNA, their genetics.
We're going to work with live bacteria, and you're going to develop those hands-on skills that a microbiologist uses to culture organisms and to go on to exciting experiments.
We have lots of different approaches to learn about these things, from the cellular and molecular level through biochemistry, structural biology.
We ensure the students have diversity in laboratory skills, so that makes them competitive in the workplace and the career. We have teaching assistants in these courses that help us out.
The microbiology labs are really fun. There's a lot of different activities you do. You get to take ownership of what you're doing. You get to have your own pet bacteria that you have to take care of and try to figure out what it is.
Every professor in our department is research active, and so we have a lot of diverse research going on.
I'm working on mitochondrial damage and how this mitochondrial damage contribute to antibiotic resistance in fungi.
Specifically, I work with two First Nation communities here in Manitoba. We're looking for viruses that could be present in these aquatic environments that are impacted by anthropogenic activities.
What was exciting about our research in Streptococcus is the regulation processes and how it interacts with something called bacteriophages, right? So Streptococcus or Streptococcus pyogenes causes strep throat, and it's also the leading cause of flesh-eating disease worldwide.
We do work in molecular microbiology and microbial genomics, and we have a focus on antibiotic discovery, and that's why we get involved with disease.
My own work is very much focused on the biodiversity exploration and understanding what the different microbial communities look like and how they change over time.
We are trying to understand how bacteria become resistant to antibiotics and then trying to use that knowledge to design new therapeutic options.
Our goal is to develop vaccines that are easy, inexpensive, easy to administer, and overcome much of the vaccine hesitancy that has grown quite significantly since the pandemic.
We are uniquely positioned in Winnipeg to be leaders in microbiology.
We have really exceptional and cutting-edge equipment you'll be working with in your future careers, and real scientists are working with to make breakthrough discoveries in microbiology, molecular biology, and molecular genetics.
The microbiology prep room is really important because students, when it comes to microbiology, need a lot of supplies. And it is our job in the prep room to ensure that students have everything needed so that they can spend their time in the labs actually performing the experiments and not worrying about any of the supplies that need to be made up.
We also have a lot of social activity that's spearheaded by the Microbiology Undergraduate Club.
MIS gives a space for students to have a voice in genetics, microbiology, and biochemistry. We host all kinds of events. We also help students get connected with labs and volunteer work and, of course, career development. Members are very friendly, very warm, very welcoming.
MicroGSA it's a group of graduate students who volunteer their time to create a supportive and engaging environment for our peers in the department. And our focus is to foster a sense of community. We try to ensure that all students are heard and they're valued for whatever they're trying to reach us about.
Job opportunities in microbiology here are actually one of the better areas to be in. Here in Manitoba, the Department of Microbiology is how you get your foot in the door to a lot of these cool government jobs too.
Microbiology is incredibly linked to our health and to our sickness. So a lot of people go into professional programs, and there's careers that you may not think of so much. Some of the agricultural areas, there are opportunities related to food.
A lot of our graduates go on to work in agriculture, they go on to work in food safety, they work in drug development. A few of them go to work in beer brewing.
We also provide so many employable skills to our students so that they can go off and thrive in so many different careers. Things like science communication, being able to analyze data.
People take their microbiology degree and end up going to work for the government, advising them on how we should be making new laws to handle new biotechnologies.
We understand that EDI is a very important concept, and there's several research groups that have also reached out to First Nations communities and are learning how to interact in a mutually beneficial way.
We're very team-based, very interactive between faculty, instructors and staff, support staff, graduate students, and undergraduate.
Here at the Department of Microbiology, I think we're a very inclusive environment. We're always happy to improve ourselves and figure out how we can better interact with our students and make them feel more comfortable here.
This department is a very welcoming and collaborative space. It really encourages learning, and it has been an environment in which I've been able to thrive. And I am happy to be a part of now passing that on and helping new students be able to get that same experience.
This is where I have found engaging connections, but when you have a good support system, it makes the journey more enjoyable.
My experience at the Microbiology Department has been absolutely phenomenal. It all shaped to who I am today and the experience that I have gotten from this university.
We make sure the undergraduate students had experience in the lab through our courses so that when they graduate, they have that basic toolbox of skills.
There's truly something for everyone, and I feel like microbiology is only limited by our own creativity. Because if you can think of a problem, I bet you a microbe has already figured out how to solve it, or we could use a microbe to solve that problem.